Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's small cap wrap is brought to you by Calidus Resources, ASX code CAI. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Managing Director of Calidus Resources, Dave Reeves. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Matt. Great to be here.
Well, Calidus Resources has been chipping away at its Warrawoona gold project near Port Hedland in the Pilbara for the last 2 or 3 years, and the company is now a real chance to make that very difficult leap from explorer to producer. It recently announced it had easily locked away a $25 million capital raise, which should see it hurtling towards production in the near term. Dave, how important was that $25 million raise and what will you use that money for?
Incredibly important. We've got a dual strategy. Most of our energy is directed towards developing Warrawoona, great gold price. So we want to get it into production quickly. To achieve that, a lot of this money is earmarked to put in early works. That includes installing a village, putting in water, communications, access roads, do our front-end engineering, long lead items, order them. And what this is all aiming for is so early next year, when we hit the ground, permits in hand, we can get straight into construction, 10-month window to actually build it once we're on the ground, and all being equal, that sees us pouring gold late next year. We are actively drilling, and those funds will be used for that with a couple of exciting projects.
Have you appointed anybody to build the mine yet?
Gone out to tender on all major contracts. We actually get all those tenders in at the end of this week, so it'll be a very interesting process to choose our preferred tenderer. We've also appointed a debt advisor in Argonaut. They've gone out with an information memorandum to providers of debt, and we'll be getting those initial indications in the next couple of weeks as well.
What's the reserve at Warrawoona right now?
Just over 500,000 ounces, and that will continue to grow.
What sort of grade?
Around the 1.2.
Okay, how many ounces of gold are you looking at producing a year?
85 to 90,000 initially.
What's it going to cost to build, and what's the expected return on it?
About 116 million is all up capital. IRR at today's gold price, 96% post-tax.
I did notice in one of your recent announcements that your all-in cost to produce per ounce is only $1,251 an ounce against an Australian gold price at the moment of about $2,700. No doubt that's what's driving that serious return on the capex, right?
100%. So 1,500 an ounce margin on 90,000 ounces, you can do the sums on that, averaging over 120 million, which is not far off our enterprise value as a company.
Dave Reeves from Calidus Resources, thanks very much for joining me on the Small Cap Wrap. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to deliver you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to the Bulls and Bears Small Cap Wrap.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.